Hello everybody. In this video, we will solve a problem based on projection of solids. Based on a problem based on hexagon pyramid. The question is a hexagon pyramid of base sides 25 mm and axis length 60 mm is lying on the ground on one of its slant edges of face with top view of that edge inclined 30 degrees to VP. Draw its projections. Here the object is hexagon pyramid having edge length 25 mm and axis 60 mm. It is lying on the ground on one of its slant edges of face. So in front view, that slant edge on which it is lying should come on the right side. So to get that, you should start hexagon with a corner on the right side. Then only you can get that slant edge on the right side. So for that, first you draw the reference line and you draw a line parallel to the reference line CB having length 25 mm. Then you know how to construct a hexagon. Take 100 and all included angle 120 degrees. You can draw a hexagon in that way. Okay, take all this included angle 120 degrees and length 25 mm. You can construct a hexagon. Now project points to the reference line. Okay, so we are naming it as A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, and apex is O. Okay, to get apex, you connect this corner to opposite corner and one corner to opposite corner. So in that way, you can get the apex. Okay, O. Now you project all these points, apex and all these 6 points to the reference line. Okay, you will get those front view of those points, and then you to get the point O dash. You from this point where this apex is meeting this reference line. Okay, so from that point you just mark 60 mm above the ground, so that which is the axis length. You can get the O dash. Okay, now once you get the O dash, you dash to all these points which all these projection points A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, etc. Okay, so you can get slant edges like this. Now front view of those slant edges. Now this is the initial position. Now the object is lying on the ground on its slant edge. So here in this case O dash, A dash is the slant edge on which it is lying. So first you have to measure that length of the slant edge. Okay, you are measuring this length of the slant edge O dash, A dash, and that is coming as around 65 mm. So now you have to draw a line from here. Okay, you just keep some distance from here, 2-3 centimeter gap. Then from there 65 mm you have to draw a line like this. Okay, so you can get that line of length 65 mm. 65 mm long line. Okay, now after drawing that, you have to measure this angle that is coming as 67 degrees. Okay, this is 67, included angle is 67 degrees. Okay, so again also you have to measure this length also. This length of this that will be around 50 mm. Okay, so 50 mm. So you have, this is 67 degrees and this is 50 mm. So you have to draw a line from here at an angle at 50 mm at an angle 65 degrees. So you can get that point. Okay, now once you get that point, you just draw that line from here like this. You can get the that you are just putting it downward like this. Okay, for that you mark this distance O dash, A dash here. Okay, O dash, A dash, and then you measure this angle. Okay, included angle, and then that length of that line. So that angle and that line you are marking here. Okay, then once you get that line, you can draw that triangle completely. Now you draw a line from this midpoint to this point. Okay, so that is actually dotted line. So you have to connect that. You have to change that line as chain line. Okay, this line as chain line. So you got that line. So now you have these 2 points here. Okay, so you have to measure this distance from here to here. Okay, so that distance you have to draw. Okay, this is the distance. This distance from here to here you have to mark from here to here. Okay, that distance once you mark, then you can draw that line like this. Okay, So that line also, and then you have to draw one more line, the other line also, this line also. For that you measure this distance from here to here, C dash D dash. Okay, so that distance you can mark here, and you can draw that line also. So once you draw that, so you can get you can get the tilted position of this object. So you are just putting it down like this. Okay, so for that, first you are marking this O dash A dash line here. Okay, then you mark this distance, this angle, and this distance from here like this. Okay, then you complete the triangle. Then you mark these small dimensions from here like this. Okay, then you can connect that to centroid. You can get the tilted position. Now you will, this is O1 dash, this point is O1 dash, this is O1 dash, then top you have D1 dash, this is D1 dash, then you have C1 dash and E1 dash, C1 dash and inside bracket E1 dash, then you have B1 dash and F1 dash, and also you have A1 dash. So this is A1 dash. Once you get that, all those points, okay, now you can just now to get the third diagram, you just project all these, you just draw these projection lines like this. We have three projection lines, so draw those three projection lines. Okay, now you just drop all these points to the corresponding projection line from here to that line, one more line from here to these two end lines. Okay, then you have this line also you have to project, then one more line, a line from here to here like this. Okay, you got all this, one more line, apex, connecting apex to that corresponding line. So you got all the lines here like this. Okay, now you got all those points. Okay, 7 points. Then you will just draw lines from connecting all these points. Okay, then you have lines from all these four corners to the apex also. To connect all these apex to those 6 points. Okay, now you have in this you have these two lines, this line, this one and this one, and also the line from here to here. Okay, this you have this, since this base is visible, you just mark base as continuous line. Okay, then you have to draw the border as continuous line. Okay, after that you have to mark the invisible edges. So invisible edges, so in this case extremes, if you consider the downside, you have right side of that, you have F, A and B. All those remaining lines to those lines will be dotted lines. So you have the line, this is A, then here you have F and E, this is F, and then you have E, E1, F1 and E1. Okay, then you have D1, this is D1, then you have C1, this is C1, and then this is B1. You got the top view of that diagram. Okay, now you have to see certain lines are invisible in this case. So in top view, okay, in top view this edge, the base is visible. Okay, in top view base is visible, so you are marking the base as visible. Then after marking the visible base, you have to draw the border as continuous line. Okay, once you draw the continuous line and border as continuous line, you have the remaining then you have to see the invisible lines. To get the see this first diagram, in that up and see top and bottom extremes. So in that, whatever points are coming on the right side, okay, so you have F and F A B. So the remaining lines to those points will be dotted line. So to F and B, you have remaining lines as OA, OF and OB as dotted lines. Okay, so those lines are dotted lines. So you have, this is O2, O1. Okay, now the object is lying on the ground like this. Now what you have to do, the object is resting on the ground with the top view of this edge. Okay, it is lying on the ground on a slant edge with the top view of that slant edge is inclined 30 degrees to VP. So you have to draw this line at 30 degrees, this slant edge. Okay, this is a slant edge on which is resting lying. Okay, AO is the slant edge on which it is lying. So you have to draw that slant edge at 30 degrees. So for that, what you have to do is, now we will just draw a line at 30 degrees like this. So what you have to do is just draw a line now to draw this diagram. What you do is, first you draw a line at 30 degrees. Okay, from here you just draw a line at 30 degrees. On that line you have to mark this distance from here to here, here to here, this distance and this distance like this. From here to here, from here this distance, you just keep some 2 centimeter gap. Then you mark this here to here, this distance, all these small distances you have to mark here. Okay, like this. First you draw this. First you draw a line at 30 degrees. Okay, then keep some gap here. Okay, then from there you start marking this distance from here to here, this distance and this distance. So you mark on that line starting from here, that all those four distance. Okay, from here to here, then this distance and this distance. Then from here you have to mark this distance upwards and downwards. That means from here you have to mark that distance, this distance perpendicular to this line. Okay, perpendicular to this distance, you have to mark that distance this side and this side. Similarly, from here you have to mark this distance upwards and downwards. That means from here, this point, okay, you have this point, from there you mark the distance perpendicular to this line, this side and this side. So you have 6 points. You connect that 6 points and connect that to apex, you can get this top view. Now we will name those points as O2, E2, F2, this is A2, B2, and you have C2. You got all those points here. Okay, now what you have to do is you have just you have to draw these projection lines from here like this. Then you just project all these points to the corresponding projection line. From here O to O, then you have A and A to A, B to B, C to C, then you have line from D to D, and also from E to E. Okay, now you got all those points. Just connect that by using straight line. Also all those points to the apex you have to draw. Okay, now you have some lines will be invisible. For that, since the base is coming this side, so base will be visible. After that you have to draw the invisible lines. To get the invisible lines, here in the previous diagram, in this diagram the points E dash and F dash are invisible. So the remaining lines to those E dash and F dash invisible. So you have this line and this line will be invisible, like this. You got see. So to get the invisible lines, what you have to do is first to get the visibility of how to mark the invisible and visible lines. First you draw the since base is coming this side, base is visible, so you draw it as a visible base. Then you draw the border. Okay, border visible. Then you have to locate the invisible edges. To get the invisible edges, so in third diagram, whatever points are coming, whatever points are invisible, that is coming inside bracket. So E dash and F dash are bracket. Okay, those 2 points are invisible. E dash and F dash are invisible in this diagram. So the remaining lines to those lines, those 2 points will be invisible. So E dash O dash and E dash F dash will be invisible. So now you can just name the remaining lines. This is D1 dash, D2 dash, then this is O2 dash, 2 dash, then C2 dash, this is C2 dash, then you have E2 dash, E2 dash, then you have B2 dash, this is B2 dash, and then this is F2 dash, and this is A2 dash. This point. Now to get the axis, you just connect one edge to the opposite, one corner to the opposite corner, and one more line from one corner to opposite corner. You can get that line. Okay, now you just draw that line from here, this meeting point to the apex. So that is the axis. Now once you draw that axis, you can erase these lines. Okay, so you got the axis. So now you can just that axis should be a chain line. So you just mark it as a chain line. So that's how you draw this diagram. Okay, so you draw the front view and top view, then you put it downwards, then you turn it 30 degrees. Okay, so you get the final diagram. So we have to mark this angle also, this 30 degrees. So that is 150 degrees, means this is 30 degrees. Okay, you can get that 30 degree line. Okay, 30 degrees. Hope you understood how to solve this problem. Thank you very much.